Hi everyone, it's Lewis here. I've got some quite dark lighting for this one. Also, I've just remembered I've got some props for this. So, if I can move this without knocking over my light, I've got a accurate Velociraptor. This is what they really look like, and this baby Sinclair as well, which is also historically accurate. So yeah, so today we're talking about dinosaurs. Yeah, because I saw Jurassic World Dominion today, which has just come out over here in the UK, and I'm a big fan of dinosaurs in general and the Jurassic Park movie series. Jurassic Park was probably one of the first films I ever saw. I mean, it was one of the first films I ever saw at the cinema back in 1993. I think it may have been the second film I ever saw at the cinema. For a long time I thought it was the first film I ever saw, but I'm pretty sure that was Wayne's World because that came out in 1992. So, my cinema going life got off to a pretty strong start. But yeah, first Jurassic Park I think is probably one of the best films ever made. Or it is one of the best films ever made, probably the best in my opinion, in terms of how much I love it, and I think it's great. I like pretty much all the other ones as well to differing degrees, but there's not one that I don't like until now. Yeah, I didn't think this was very good. I thought, I kind of went in not really expecting much. I thought this is going to be exactly what I think it is. But even then, I was just like, this isn't very good. I don't normally do reviews of films that I don't like, but I wanted to talk about this one. I didn't think it was the worst, but it's just kind of a bit pointless, and I can tell why they've gone. Yeah, this is the last one because we've run out. You can't do this same thing 6 times. Where there's dinosaurs, and they're gonna get out probably. They did do like a short film, which I think Colin Trevorrow did himself, that came out probably about a year ago now, of like building up to this film, and it was really cool. It was like quite scary and kind of a horror based thing, and I was like, wicked, is that what they're going to do? Because the last one had a few horror elements, and the last one's probably the weakest one until now, Fallen Kingdom. I watched it again recently and I actually quite liked it, and I like the horror elements to it, but yeah, they didn't do any of that. Basically, again, I won't spoil anything about this film, but I will talk about the previous one, and probably some stuff is in the trailer of this one. They took the worst part of the last film, I think, with the clone girl, and made that like the main thing in this one. And I was kind of hoping they'd go, yeah, do you know what, that was a bit rubbish. We're going to just gloss over that. Like maybe she's in it, but we won't make her like a big thing. But no, they did. And then I won't say the main plot line because it's really dull. Like it's not interesting. Like, the main driving force of this film isn't about dinosaurs, which is weird. Like, because fair enough, you watch it and you kind of go, oh yeah, it's just dinosaurs again. But when I go and see this film, that's what I want. But I'll come back to that because that's one of the plus points I have. Yeah. So, and yeah, it's just there's a very weak and interesting plot where it's just kind of a driving force to get the new characters together with the old characters. And on that note, I love the old characters, obviously, and I love those actors as well, Laura Dern, Sam Neill and Jeff Goldblum, but I don't really feel like they really add anything to this. And I say that as a fan of all of them, of all their work outside of Jurassic Park as well. But yeah, they're just kind of there, and I don't even know if they wanted to do it. I can't imagine, them sitting down and going over this script and kind of going, oh, this is really good, I'm really glad we're doing this. I think they just went, yeah, might as well, bit of cash on it, bit of scratch. So yeah, they got all them back. And yeah, Chris Pratt is kind of downplayed quite a bit in this. He's not like the main. He is the main character kind of, but he's not like he's not the focal point because he's not quite as popular as he was when the first one came out. First Jurassic World came out. Plus points, there's a new character whose name I can't remember, but she's played by the actress DeWanda Wise, her name is. I looked it up. She was great. She was the only person really showing a bit of character, and her character was likeable and quite cool and just doing some cool stuff. And I thought, just make a film about her. She's the best character by far, but she was good. Also, as a dinosaur nerd, I did like the variety of dinosaurs and non-dinosaur prehistoric creatures in this film, because I'm very picky about that. Dinosaurs is a very specific thing, so sometimes you have creatures from that era that aren't technically dinosaurs, but I won't get into that. in particular, and this isn't a spoiler, it's in the trailer, and it's only a small thing, but they have Quetzalcoatlus, which is a prehistoric giant bird, which I absolutely love. One of them's in it quite briefly, which I quite like, and I won't say any others, just in case. Yeah, so I like that, and there's some different dinosaurs to what we've seen before that I quite like, which is always cool. And yeah, some of them have feathers as well, which again isn't a spoiler in the trailer. Like this little guy here, he's got some feathers, or she. Yeah, so that was cool because I like feathers and I like birds and I like dinosaurs with feathers as well. Yeah, that's about it for the good points. It's just kind of, there's some nice action bits in it. There's an action scene that's quite a long one midway through, where I was kind of going, okay, cool, this is getting going now. Here we go. This is going to be good. But then it just kind of went and just, yeah, okay, it's not as interesting now. So there's good action scenes, some nice dinosaurs, not really any humour. Like I saw another review refer to this as joyless, and I was like, yeah, that's pretty fair actually. There's not really, I can't imagine kids watching it and going, oh, this is really good fun, this is a good adventure film. It's just kind of, just some people talking about stuff, some stuff happens, action scene, dinosaur, and then just more boring stuff. But yeah. So I didn't hate it. If you're a fan of these films, you might like it or you might hate it, or like me, you'll kind of sit there for most of it going, I'll be happy when this is finished. And then also I sat there for a fair bit of it thinking, man, how good was the original Jurassic Park? Like, so good. Like, just such a good film, just perfectly paced, just built up. When you got to the good bits, that really meant something, and you cared about the human characters, and just what a masterpiece Jurassic Park 1993 is. This one, not so much. So I wouldn't go out your way to watch it. They don't need the help. It's going to make loads of money, isn't it? It's a big IP. But yeah, anyway, is there a catchphrase for Jurassic Park? Something has survived. I think that was The Lost World, but you get the idea. Thanks, bye.